We're going to switch gears and we're going to talk a little bit about the offensive side of the game and what we can expect out of quarterback Cam Ward in his second year. Logan, I know you were really excited to talk about this.
Yeah, look, I got to set the table. When Jeff and I were teammates in 2019, he was a rookie, and I was obviously there in Tennessee. We had a heck of a run that year, went to the AFC Championship. Jeff came in the league like he had an injury, but he came in like, imagine Kevin Garnett. He was not going for none of it. He knew who he was confident, and he's one of the top trash talkers, even back then. Now he's got 4 Pro Bowls, all pros, best in the game. And I see you having a shoving match with your quarterback last year, who seems like a heck of a trash talker. But I'm also knowing that you and Cam Ward are actually really close. So can you talk about that moment when you guys were pushing and shoving on the field, and then actually the relationship you guys have that we don't always see in the media?
I mean, you know how it is in the locker room. You're going to talk smack your first day of pads or your first day of camp. Yeah. I mean, that first week of camp, you know you're not in pads. Yeah. But that first week of camp, everyone is excited. You're excited to be back. I mean, my first time seeing Cam, it was like right before we reported back, I think, for mandatory minute count or camp, whenever it was. But we just got to Nashville and we went to Jelly Roll Bar. Yeah. And he, the grand opening and just checking it out. And the first thing we talking smack. I never met Cam. I'm like that was my first meeting with him, and we already talking smack. He took a
snap in the NFL, and he's already talking smack.
He already talking smack, and I'm like, okay, we'll see about that. And I remember, bro, like we talking smack in the locker room. I said, I'm gonna have 5 on you today. I'm gonna get 5 seconds. I said, you don't have to block me. Your guys got to block me.
You talking smack, bro.
And they, when offense, they struggling. You know it, bro. You play defense, so you guys play defense. So when
young quarterback.
When they finally get a big play, they drop the ball.
He let it out.
He threw a bomb to Red. Next, they get in the red zone because it's smooth the field. He threw a bomb, and I'm already, I'm back there mad as hell. Like, what are we doing? Like, there's no way. Like, get up, cover your guy. Like, I'm mad at the defense. But now Cam talking smack to me. He in my ear.
Yeah.
Then the next play, they end up scoring. And he came up to me, and he started doing this celebration in my and he ended up like, I think it was like the push first and then the zombie shit. And so I'm like, I'm already pissed you guys just scored. Now you come up. At that point, I didn't care who it was.
You boiled over.
Like, it's a wrap. At that point, but it wasn't so much of like, somebody, seeing the stuff in the media, like they got the ball, a whole fight, brawl at practice. Man, it wasn't nothing that crazy. It was me pushing the hell out of Cam. All right, don't ever do that again. Don't do that again. But then you know how the offensive line is about the quarterback. That's what made it more than it looked more than what it was. Yeah. O-line all came up and they grabbed. I'm like, I'm like this. I ain't backing down for y'all either. I'm already mad for what? Yeah. But I mean, that's whatever, bro. But
it was like a bonding moment though. You earned respect from him because he's not afraid of you.
And when we walked out that field, and I'm telling people like when we walked out that field, Cam came and sat next to my locker. I had an open locker to where. I mean, people were blowing it up, but me and Cam, we laughing about it after practice. But I'm like, now you understand. I'm like, don't ever do that again. But like I said, that's you. Like as a vet, as for me to have a quarterback like that, to have a quarterback that very competitive, they're gonna talk smack, but also understand we in this together. We trying to win.
Yeah.
Whatever happened on that football field, doing practice, whatever. When we walk out the field, we still brothers, and that's a great thing that I like about Cam. Cam don't let the outside noise, he don't let whatever happened on the football field deter him from anything that goes on with the relationship that he's trying to build with his guys, and that just shows even with the fishing thing, after all that we went fishing, and it's the relationship that you try to build with guys off the field, because Cam knows, any one of my teammates know. If anything happened on that football field, I don't care if you're on offense side or defense side. If I see somebody on some crazy stuff with you, I'm coming to, I got your back. Right. And I think that's the great thing about the game of football. You build that relationship off the football field. Then, of course, it carry on to the football field. So So yeah.
We're gonna dive into the fishing a little bit later. We did not forget. You guys also added though Carnell Tate to the offense. So when you see Carnell Tate, the expectations of Cam Ward in a sophomore season, what do you expect Brian Daboll to do with this offense? More importantly, what have you seen him already do without giving too much away? We know there's some secret to the trade here.
Well, I would say I haven't saw much because I haven't really been there.
Okay.
I've been training in Dallas, of course, but I'm excited. Like when you can have a young quarterback, you have a young receiver. Now these guys, they can develop together. Mm-hmm. It's not like a veteran receiver that coming to Tennessee and trying to build that with Cam. I think when you have a young receiver who fresh, haven't been in the league, now Cam can kind of help show in the ropes, but now they doing it together. And you got a veteran coach like Douzable, and you know, we saw what he could do with a young quarterback in New York. We saw what he could do with the Josh Allen, and I'm excited to see what he do with Cam because the growth of Cam is going to be easy. Like it's going to be easy for everyone else around him. If he could grow going into year 2, we all saw the plays that he made this past year. Yeah. Now you got a great quarterback coach, you got a great offense coordinator to help Cam grow. Carnell Tate job gonna be easy. It's all about him catching the football and getting open. Because Cam is, once he take that step, that's all that matters.
And my question about that offense, the young offense, and Cam, you were there for Mariota. Yeah. You were there obviously when Tannehill took over. You were there post that, where there's a lot of everybody, and Malik Willis obviously was in that mix. And then you get Cam Ward. You saw enough. When you know. I know when I saw you as a rookie and saw A.J. Brown, some guys you know. Has Cam Ward, do you know enough to say, yeah, this is going to be the quarterback of the future? Titans got it right. They're in good hands with Cam Ward.
I turn on the tape. You saw our record. You saw the way we lost football games.
And he finished strong. Look at the numbers there.
His numbers were there. The plays he made just off him running around and, making a way. I think that's where it's the reason why he was the number 1 pick. I don't think you just, yes, in the past have guys been buzzed or been overrated, yes, but the hype and going to year 2, and like I said, it's up to Cam to take that next step and the growth, but I feel like we found our guy.